Good morning, everyone. Today is Thursday and we're now 2 days out from the show. It literally, it hasn't even hit me yet. I didn't really film that much this week just because I didn't get home. Well, I was home all week and then I got back to school on Monday, and then I don't know, I had 2 exams this week. I had an exam Tuesday and an exam Wednesday, so the last thing I had time to do was film. But I just real quick want to talk about what I'm doing, kind of. So the whole point of peak week is what the word says, peak week, hitting your peak, your body's peak. You can diet to the best of your ability these weeks leading up to the show, but the week before the show is the most crucial. And this is because this is when your body dials in to look the best it does on stage. If you look at show day pictures from competitors or even my own, we look really dry on stage. By dry, I'm talking like no water in our body. You see every muscle, every striation in that muscle. Like, the whole thing is you just want to see everything. You want your muscles to pop out. So the whole point of peak week is, one, you got to manipulate the carbs. So I talked about this a little bit in my previous video, but basically you lower your carbs. Well, there's a lot of different ways to do this, but for me what we're doing is my carbs drop down today and they'll drop down again tomorrow, and the whole point is just to kind of empty up my glycogen stores a little bit more, and then Saturday I'll fill them up. So the whole point of that is to make you completely flat as a pancake, like you flex and there's not much there, but then when you fill up, that means you hit your peak on stage. So when you fill up your carbs on show day, your muscles are full after being flat for the week. Another thing is, okay, I'm trying to deplete my water. As you guys know, I had a lot of issues with holding water, and I actually finally hit 129 pounds this morning, which was a really big deal because I've been at like 130 for like weeks. I don't know, I guess finally things are starting to come together. I don't know. Anyway, so my coach has me sodium loading. So think about it. Sodium attracts water. This whole week I am having a lot of sodium. A lot more than usual. I'm tracking it. I'm getting up to about probably around 3,500 milligrams of sodium a day by the end of the week. But then I'm also having a gallon or more of water every single day. Now the whole thing is, inside my body, all that sodium, again, sodium attracts water, is pooling the water, okay? So then the day of the show, we're going to cut the sodium, okay? So all the water is going to be pulled out. That sodium is pulling all the water, and then the day of the show we cut water and sodium, and then Friday we also manipulate that and cut water and whatever. So on show day you only have sips of water. You're basically dehydrated, which I know, healthy, right? But that's kind of how it is. I'm also taking dandelion root, which is right here. So dandelion root is a natural diuretic, and you take this during peak week, or people also take something called Expel. This is just, I put a couple drops in my water every single day, and that's just, again, it's a natural diuretic I'm using just to kind of help lose more of that water as the week goes on, and then again come in dry on show day. Anyways, so yeah, the whole point of this week is going to be depleting and then carbing up and then losing the water. That's kind of the gist of what this whole week is, and that is essential for bringing the best package you can. You can, like I said, you can do the best you can this whole diet for all those months, but then if you wake up Saturday morning and you look like crap, I'm not gonna lie, that's a fear I have, is waking up and not looking the way I'm supposed to look, not peaking. I've seen a lot of competitors work their butts off, then they get on stage and they look soft, they look bloated. You really gotta watch. Bloating that will kill you. Like, you got to make sure you're eating the right foods and you're properly manipulating sodium, potassium, and your carbs and just everything. So anyways, the whole thing right now is I'm doing the dandelion root. Started that yesterday. Been up in the sodium. Sodium is going to probably get cut tomorrow, and then the water will be cut tomorrow, and then, like I said, Saturday is like no water. Great. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. I don't know what happened yesterday, but I just sat in my room and something just like hit me and I just cried. And I just lost it. I was just reflecting on, you know, this prep has been a long journey for me, these whole 17 weeks, and I know I keep saying it over and over, but I am gonna make like a video after the show talking about everything, so that's gonna come. But I have just been through so much physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and I was just reflecting on all of it. You know, I've had to fight through every single day this diet. Fight, like push through every day as hard as I can. I've had to be strong. Yesterday I felt weak. The one day I felt weak, and I let myself feel that emotion. I don't want to block it out anymore. I just felt it. I just cried, and it's just surreal, you know, that it's finally here, and just everything I've overcome. And there's a lot of things this prep health-wise that I didn't agree with, and I wanted to quit a while ago. Plus my classes are so hard this semester. It's like taking exams this week was just, it was rough. But I don't give up. I literally have never, I am very prideful. I have never given up anything in my entire life. But not just because I'm prideful, but because I knew there was a reason I was doing this competition. I pray constantly. I always pray, and things I asked God for, I think he answered by me doing this show. And there were lessons he wanted me to learn. 2016 has been a tremendous year of growth for me. Literally from the beginning of this year, a lot has happened in my life, and I have just grown so much as a person. And I hit my peak of self-love earlier this year, and I really just figured a lot of things out. I read a lot of books, I pray a lot, my relationship with God is really good, but I think there was more I needed to learn, because then this summer I was kind of falling off of it again. I mean, we're not perfect every day. Not every day is going to be sunshine and rainbows and God's going to be the center every single day. You know, we're human. That's not possible, okay? But I think there were lessons. Like, I think 2017 is just going to be a really big year for me, and there were just a lot of lessons that I still needed to learn before getting into that. And through this prep was God's way of challenging me to grow, and I accepted that challenge. And now looking back, when you're going through it, it's just, once you step back and realize, and you're like, wow, look how far I've come. Instead of being like upset, you know, like days when my weight didn't change or things like I wasn't sure if I was going to be ready, and then whatever, I look back and I'm just like, look how far I've come. I'm not doing this to take first, okay? I'm doing this because I fought through every day, and I'm going to step on stage because this is the hardest I've ever worked in my entire life. And the fact that I didn't give up, to me, is a win. I literally could have thrown in the towel a while ago, but I didn't. I have done this diet, like, I'm a college student, okay? I don't even have much of a social life because I'm eating, I'm sleeping, I'm studying, I'm working out, okay? I gave that up. There's a minority of college students that can do this, and I take so much pride in that, and the fact that I was able to accomplish this not once, but not twice. I'll be doing competition. And it's amazing to me that I've done that and been able to balance my classes and just keep my sanity, you know, sometimes. But I did it, and I accomplished it, and I'm extremely proud of myself and grateful that I learned so much spiritually. Physically, yeah, of course my body changed, but I can't even begin to tell you about the spiritual change I went through this prep. And during my weak times, I turned to God, and I felt so much stronger, and it got me through it. And this was my way of getting closer with him and realizing things about myself and how to change my mentality in times when everything around me is just negative, and I've just learned a lot. And as physically, health-wise, I'm not the biggest fan of this competition. I did learn a lot spiritually, and for that I'm forever blessed and thankful. So I'm very proud of myself, and I'm excited to step on stage and finish strong. Alright guys, I'm home between class and I'm gonna real quick make some lunch, which is just chicken and broccoli. Since my carbs are lower today, and then I'll eat again in my pre-workout meal. But I've already had like half a gallon of water today, so that's good. Well, that is good, but looking kind of soft right now. I'm really excited to see how I dial in, because I think that once the water gets cut, like everything's gonna start to like look good. We'll see, but until then, I'm gonna go eat some chicken and broccoli and a crap ton of soy sauce because high sodium this week. Yum. This is literally the typical meal of a bodybuilder. Straight up. Okay guys, about to head to the gym, and I thought it was only appropriate that for my last workout of prep to be wearing this shirt. Fearlessly Faith. And I know it's something that I didn't just come up with. This whole year, the word fearless has came up to me. 2016 has been the most amazing year of my life, and also the most painful and most challenging. And it's mainly because I've just grown so much from the inside and learned so much about myself. And there's a reason that I got this tattoo. The word fearless kept coming to me, and then I got aphobos, which is Greek for fearless, and I feel like I have a job to spread faith through fitness, and that's just what I'm gonna do with my future endeavors. And I can't wait to take everyone on the journey with me, but faith is what has got me through these last 17 weeks. If it wasn't for God, I don't think I'd be actually, I know I wouldn't still be doing the show. God has been teaching me and challenging me this entire year. And as this prep was extremely hard, I know there was a reason that I had to do it. And since I've become very in tune with myself, I feel like I know when God is talking to me and when he's trying to send me a message. For me, it's always been through books. I can't really explain it, but there's certain books I've been led to read. I don't know why, but they always come to me. And when I read them, they always resonate with me. And every book I've read so far has taught me a very, very important challenge, or has taught me a very, very important lesson. And looking back on all I've learned this year, it was like God was answering my prayers for everything I asked for, and I've been made so strong this year. And I also feel like he's calling me to ministry through fitness. If that makes sense. I feel like he's building me up to help others, and I'm just my relationship is very good with him, and I've been made fearless through faith. I went through a depression, I went through anxiety, I've faced a lot, and now it's like I wake up every day and it's all vanished, it's just gone, because he's the center of my life every single day, and I feel fearless because of that. And everything I do, all my future endeavors, I will continue to be fearless because God's always right there next to me. And that's why I'm going into this competition, that no matter what happens physically, I don't care, because spiritually, I already won. And I have nothing to fear, because the fact that I accomplished this and how much I've grown that's the trophy. So I'm really excited to hit this leg day and have my last workout. I remember I was eating my oatmeal and I was like, I need to eat something else. Like every time after I have my pre-workout meal, I'm always like tempted, like my insulin like spikes, and I'm always just tempted to eat something else. But I'm like, I have a couple more days, Stephanie, you can hold it together. So I'm gonna drink some pre-workout and go get it done. So I'm literally so excited for this lift though. Like, I don't know, I think just because it's like, after this I know next time I step foot in the gym I'll be done with the show. So I don't know, but that's about it. So I'm going to go lift now, and then I'm going to be filming the entire competition for you guys, the tanning, the check-in, the shit, everything. I'm going to be filming the entire weekend, so you're going to be looking forward to that vlog. So that's about it. that honestly might be the most disgusting thing that I've ever had in my entire life. You do what you gotta do for the kids. That's supposed to retain air. That's gonna help me. It's a natural diuretic, which will help me for getting ready for stage on Saturday. But yeah, I'm gonna get some homework done, and then tomorrow's Friday, guys, and I'll be at the hotel tomorrow night. My tanning's at 8 p.m. tomorrow, so I'm gonna get to the hotel at 6 because that's when check-in begins. And yeah, that's it. So tomorrow night I'm gonna carb up, and we're also gonna start cutting the water tomorrow night. So until then, gallon today, gallon tomorrow earlier in the day, and that's it. But I know I'm starting to get a lot of footage, but diet was pretty much the same. I didn't do anything crazy except it just changed the numbers a little bit, but that's about it. The real changes are going to be tomorrow and Saturday. So that is all, and I'm so happy. I'm just blessed. I'm excited for all the support, and I hope I make you all proud. So with that being said, next time I see you guys, it'll be show day. All right, bye guys.